The new system, whenever you go to GoodLookingApp.com and log in to your software account, the first thing that will come up is your local dashboard, and your dashboard is available and customized according to the individual user. So as in this particular instance, as a clinician, I immediately see the visits that I'm supposed to perform that day. I have the ability to move those within the care week if I have security permissions to do so. So I can go ahead and set up my daily schedule. I have a list of reminders right there on my screen. I have alerts that are specific to me in particular. So if I was a nurse and I had some past due visits that needed to be completed, those are always going to be available to me right on my dashboard so I can finish my documentation. I will have all of my communication messages, whether those are emails, phone calls, text messages, internal secure messages. All of those are available right on our dashboard. Since within the new system, we actually have the ability of tracking all of your credentials. So if my driver's license had expired, or if I needed to take an orientation class, those things are available right from within my dashboard. When that form is completed, or when I upload the file that would be associated with these, for instance, if my driver's license had expired, I can upload a copy of my driver's license. That information immediately goes to my HR director so that they can approve that form or that upload, so that my credentials are always up to date. We also have a full training course available within the software, so you're able to create your own continuing education classes within the system. You can assign those to employees, or employees can complete those through the software. That's available from your dashboard. Of course, we have our full payroll module, so you have a capability for employees seeing pay information or their pay stub information through the software. They have the capability of generating their own reports. And then we also have a fully integrated policy and procedure manual, so that as you update a policy within the software, it automatically goes to all of your employees for them to be able to review and sign off on that policy, so that you can ensure that at all times your employees have seen and reviewed and approved any of your new policy and procedures. And then when they're ready to leave to go out into the field for all of our home care workers, we have a couple of solutions for you. One thing that's really nice is that this new version of the software works both online and offline without the need to actually install anything. So if you're working on a Samsung tablet or an iPhone or an iPad, you actually don't have to install the software. You don't even have to install an app. Your nurse can simply go to this dashboard and then click on this travel mode button, and the system, in this case, this entire travel dashboard, along with their documentation for the day, is available even if they're disconnected from the internet. It's stored and encrypted locally, and the system is smart enough to know when they do have an internet connection, it will automatically sync that information back to the server. So you don't have to worry really with any type of IT overhead or problems with that. From this travel dashboard, you also have the capability of getting routing or mapping directions via Google Maps. So you can just click on the link, and the system would immediately tell you how to get to that particular location. We also have routing capabilities that would plan out your day for you. So if you had multiple visits on your schedule, it would show you the best route to get to that particular location. Of course, you have full communication available to you. You have simple things like your weather and temperature today, your time, how many activities you have to perform today. If you had any messages or errors or alerts for your schedule, those would show up here in this box on the upper right-hand corner. And then you have, of course, your listing of tasks for the day. One of the things I'll point out here is that as a distinction from most programs that are in the home care space today, in addition to just having your visits on your schedule, you can now schedule any type of task whether that is say if I was going to schedule here, I could actually schedule any of my service type visits, assessments, etc. But I could also schedule marketing visits, or if I had a nurse who needed to go by a doctor's office and pick up orders that were outstanding, I could schedule that as a task. That would show up on my nurse's schedule. I can schedule that right here on the same scheduling screen as any other type of activity. And when my nurse goes into her travel mode, that interview or that order pickup request would all be right here on her dashboard with the same type of capabilities, the routing, the phone calls, the ability to complete a form showing the supervision or the order pickup or you name it. We now have a lot of brand new forms built into the software to kind of expedite the ability to document everything that's going on a daily basis. When you first log in or start your visit, everyone has these 8 buttons that effectively walk you through the entire visit. On the right-hand side, we have our patient's information. We would have a listing of any of their contacts. We have extra links, so if you wanted to view the patient's medical record, or if you wanted to complete some ancillary forms that some of these will display automatically within the software based upon the selections that you choose. For instance, you would automatically be prompted to fill out a discharge summary when you choose that you're doing a discharge visit. But you also have the capability of creating these forms on your own in addition to performing the rest of the visit. So those are always available just right at your fingertips, depending upon the needs of the patient or the circumstance.